I put on brakes way too fast, and the only way I can describe what happened is it's like the bike instantly slid out from under me. So it was New Year's Day 2023. I awakened in a hotel room in Lancaster, South Carolina, and I rode the Lindsay Pettis Greenway. And I was like, that was fun and everything, but I want to ride some more. I'm not ready to go home yet. So I went to Charlotte from there, and as I recall, I rode the McMullen Creek Greenway, the McAlpine Creek Greenway, and now this is confusing, but apparently there's two different sections of a greenway called the 4 Mile Creek Greenway in Charlotte. One is connected to Johnstown Road and the other is completely separate, and it's in Matthews, North Carolina. Y'all need to get y'all's names straight, all right? It's confusing. But I did the 4 Mile Creek Greenway in both Matthews and Pineville. The 4 Mile Creek Greenway there in Pineville has a lot of cool boardwalks going over some marshy areas and stuff. And so this was my first time ever on that trail. Also my first time ever to find out exactly how slick a wooden boardwalk can be when it's wet. There are signs. There are signs everywhere saying, caution. Boardwalk gets slick or slippery when wet, something like that. I was like, yeah, whatever. I mean, I've been riding bikes since I was born. When I was a kid, man, not to get into the whole helmet debate again, because people get passionate about that. They get worked up. So I don't want to start that. I don't want to open that can of worms right now. But when we were kids, man, we would take sheets of plywood and concrete blocks and construct our own ramps because we wanted to be like Evel Knievel. And so we would pretend that our bikes were motorcycles. Nobody had a helmet. They didn't sell helmets. They didn't make helmets. We would intentionally jump these ramps 2 feet off the pavement and then come crashing down. I remember one time landing on my back. I don't know where the bike went. I landed on my back, couldn't breathe. It knocked the breath out of me. Maybe that's what's wrong. You think that's what's wrong with me? Nah. But going all the way back to those days in Phoenix City, Alabama, that was basically the last time I wrecked a bicycle. So I was not expecting what happened to me. So I'm riding along, and y'all know me now. I'm going to stop and shoot video and take pictures a lot. You would not enjoy riding a bike trail with me because I would be stopping all the time and you'd be like, oh my gosh, can we just go? Do we have to stop for you to shoot more video? Can we just ride? That would be you. That's why I usually ride alone, especially if I'm making a video, because my goodness, it would annoy other people to no end. But I'm riding along on this wooden boardwalk, and all of a sudden I see what would be an amazing picture. I put on brakes way too fast, and the only way I can describe what happened is it's like the bike instantly slid out from under me. I don't know what happened really. It's like the back tire just took off to the left. Your right, my left. And man, before I knew it, I was on the wooden boardwalk. I didn't fall on my head, because what happens? If you fall off a bike, you're going to put your arms out, right? Nobody wraps their arms around their body and says, I'm just going to let my head take this one. No. You put your arms out, which is, it can cause injury, but you put your arms out to break your fall, which is what I did. I got up. The first thing, of course, that I thought was, did anybody see that? I looked around. There was, it's amazing that nobody saw it because the trail was pretty crowded that day. But at this particular moment, there was nobody around. There were no eyeballs on me, so nobody saw it. I did not have any cameras running at the time, so it wasn't captured on video. But my first concern after that, my next concern was, is the bike okay? The bike seemed to be fine. Let me tell you something. I ride, and one day, sometime I'll do a video dedicated to just giving you a tour of my bike and bragging on the bike and talking about the bike. I have a Townie Men's 7D Stepover. That bike is solid as a rock. It's built like a tank. The build quality is excellent. I've been completely happy with it in every way. And no, that crash did nothing to mess up my bike. The bike seemed to be completely fine. Was not even scratched. But for a good while after that day, I immediately felt no effects, but for a few weeks after that, there was some soreness and some issues in one elbow and also one of my wrists because, like I said, I used my arms to soften the blow, to cushion the blow, as it were. Don't know if that was a good idea or not. I mean, that's a better idea than letting my face just hit the boardwalk, right? You gotta break your fall somehow. So that's what happened, and what I learned from that is to be super careful. And let me tell you, I'm warning you, if you are riding a trail with a lot of wooden boardwalks, and we love boardwalks, don't we? We love to ride these wooden boardwalks. They're amazing. Cities, towns, counties, municipalities, private sector entities that create trails, keep making boardwalks. We like them, okay? Not complaining about the boardwalks, but I'm saying if you're on a boardwalk that is wet, if it has been raining, if it is currently raining, do not apply your brakes too quickly and be very careful, because when you see the sign that says slippery when wet, believe it.